Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quintet here on Game Nights. I am your host and your Dungeon Master, Van, and we are back after a couple of weeks, and I'm so excited because it means we get to play some goddamn Dungeons and Dragons! Yay! We're here to play Dungeons and Dragons. We're in the wild beyond the Witchlight. And it's going to be a very exciting time today. But before we do that, let me tell you a little bit about what we got going on the channel this week. We should be back to our current regular schedule. So our next live stream after this is going to be later this evening. At 5 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll have a new episode of Hearts of Stone. It's our new Blades in the Dark campaign that Val is running for us. We're having a great time. We're doing some crime. That one's crime time. So join us for crime time later today. And then we have Red Denny, our Dragon Age game, on Monday nights. This week should also be an Escape Velocity week on Tuesday, so space then. And then we'll be back around for these next Saturday, and maybe some video games throughout the week. We've gotten the wild hair of the spooky games coming after us. We played last Thursday. We played I'm on Observation Duty 6, and also some Demonologist, which was really fun. You can check that out on our in our VODs. Oh, we had a great time.
I died.
Wally did die.
Wally died twice. Wally killed themselves first time, and then they died second time.
That VOD is still on our Twitch channel, and it will be up on our YouTube this week, so you can go watch it. And subscribe to our YouTube while you're there. We're sitting at almost 800 videos on our channel. So like, if you need something to watch, just go. Yeah, just go over there.
You need something to listen to while you go to sleep? Hey, listen to our voices.
Maybe not the Demonologist stream for that one, because there was a lot of screaming, but something else nice. We're also on the social medias. We're on Mastodon, we're on Blue Sky as at Game Nights, Game with 2 G's and Nights with a K. And you can also join our Discord. The link is down below on our Twitch page. It's also on our social media. It's also in the chat right now. Come hang out with us and talk to us about, I don't know, One Piece probably, because a lot of people are still talking about that one. We can talk about that. And video games and our shows. That's all I have to say for now. I'm going to let my friends here introduce themselves, tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and who they are playing today, starting as always with Sid.
That's not true. You usually start.
As always for this show, I guess.
Fair.
Specifically.
Just for this one. Specifically. Hey, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the internet at Greek Sid. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays playing games. Thursdays has been on a bit of a hiatus because life is pain. But we're getting
Anyone
back
who says
into
differently
it.
is selling something.
It's selling something. I actually have a long weekend. Woohoo! So I will be diving into our next elegant experience. So hopefully we'll have more news about that in the upcoming weeks. But today I am playing Giselle Wintersweet. Giselle is our party warlock / rogue.
Thank you, Sid. Next up is Rob.
Whoa, hey, that's me. I'm Rob, or bonus stage Rob, or bonus _stage _Rob. You can find me at one of those on the internet. And I am just on game nights playing some ding dang dangin dorgan with my friends. Like today, where I am playing Willoughby Wanderfoot, first year. He is an Owlin paladin / fighter / good boy.
Could you clarify the spelling on ding dang and dorgan?
It sounded like we were getting ready to do like a Danganronpa stream a little bit, which would be a change of tone. I think.
Not so much. Still kind of spoopy and kids in class doing spoopy things.
Yeah, you guys aren't gonna like murder a guy by hitting him with baseballs until he dies.
That's true. Yeah.
Fireballs?
Yes. Fireballs, yeah.
Nope, you're right.
Listen, I haven't tried yet.
Welcome to our Danganronpa stream.
I'll make us a pitching machine.
Oh no.
My God, I'm gonna have softball
What have I done?
flashbacks. Please stop.
I don't know what I've done.
I don't know what any of us are doing. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah.
Rachel's turn.
Hi, I'm Rachel. Rachel Elizabeth. Or Rachel Elizabeth with Z in the middle and 7S. You can find me here on Twitch, but I haven't been streaming there recently because I play TTRPGs on the internet with my friends a couple times a week. I'm here on Saturdays. You found me, and I'm on LB's channel on Sundays where I am currently running the Alien RPG. We had our first session. We will have our second one tomorrow, God willing. and Domino is here to say hello.
Hey, Domino.
That's me. And this is a fluffy tail.
Domino.
Thank you, Rachel, and thank you, Domino. Next up is Val.
What? Me? Hi, I'm Val. You can find me at the Crack in the Crown lurking around the internet. Here Thursdays through Mondays playing and running games. Like Van said, I'll be running our game of Hearthstone this afternoon. We're playing Blades of the Dark. It's going to be a ton of fun. The crew really wants to get through 3 jobs in one session. And I don't know when that's going to happen.
Setting
or
achievements for ourselves.
Yeah, I don't know when that's going to happen or when they're going to spring that on me where they get so hyper-focused.
Look, some people like high scores.
Gotta get the Chivos.
I need my diamond skin.
Some people do. Anyway, the fuck, what was I saying?
None of us know anymore.
We're playing Blades in the Dark later.
Playing Blades in the Dark. I'm trying for that. So yeah, today I'm playing Law, who is a Wizificer. God damn, it's been a while. Yeah, that's me. I'm done.
Thanks, Val. And last but not least, we have Wally.
Sup, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary / best friend on the internet. You can find me here playing games with all these wonderful peoples Thursdays through Mondays, and also in the GGK Discord. And also find me on the social medias at WALE132, like a cute little Disney robot. But today I am playing Damian, the monk who is powered by dragons in anime.
Awesome. And like I said, I'm Van, and I'm driving the train today, I guess. What do you call it if it's a train? Is it still driving?
I think you're the conductor.
Is it conducting?
You are the
Do you
conductor.
You're conductor.
The engineer.
You're the
conduct
Yeah,
the train?
You're the conductor.
Yep.
Yeah.
My step-grandfather was a train conductor for 45 years.
That seems like a fucking
Ooh.
rad job.
He
It
liked
really
it.
does.
Yeah.
That's cool. And
Still
also,
wears the overalls.
oh yeah, fuck yeah, overalls are great.
Overalls are dope.
Anyway, play Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, fine, that's cool.
The next one can be on a train.
Cool.
Nice.
Promise.
I hope so.
Last time,
Oh, this
On
is spooky.
the Queer
It's so
Chronicles
spooky.
of the
So
Strixhaven
spooky. I'm
Quintet.
sorry this is.
The party split for a while, and made some new friends. The Corrids of what's it called, Lockberry Henge. You found some allies in them, including their queen, and convinced them to come down to Briganock Mine and maybe make a truce with the Briganocks there. Both groups realizing that maybe they weren't such big fans of Endlin Moongrave after all, even though she's got a fucking sick as hell name. You were able to foster a truce, a ceasefire between the two, and get the Cords and the Briganocks both on board to help you when you infiltrated Motherhorn, the seat of Endlin, or the Bitter End, or the Dame of Unhappy Endings, as she is wont to be called throughout Yon.
It's metal as hell.
Yeah, she's fucking, she knows what she's doing. You also made some of you also made another friend as you flew over what you now know to be the Fey Beacons of Yon. You met Alagarthus, elven prince, very lost, who you were able to help get past some extremely rude Peritons who kept making fun of him and putting out the beacons as he tried to light all 8. You helped him light them, and he was able to use their magic to transform the lake beneath them into a portal and make his way home, but not before bestowing upon Giselle the title of Duchess as thanks. You reconvened, decided maybe we don't totally hate Molliver, the thief of Valor's Call that has been down there protecting the Briganox. Did a lot of fabricating and other work, making some fun contraptions for the little guys. So yeah, ultimately you've reconvened in the cave, and unless there's anything else you want to do while you're down here, Obud, the elder of the Briganox, will show you to the secret tunnel that he knows will lead you to Motherhorn. What do you guys want to do?
Damian will head over to Molliver. Hey, Molliver.
Yep.
So, things are going to be going down pretty soon.
Yep.
You going to come with us?
I've been thinking about it. I could. I just worry about leaving the Briganox here without any protection. Not that I know what would come for them, but it just makes me nervous.
I think on a fair assessment, they're pretty tough.
Well, that's true.
I mean, you always ask, the Papa if he's fine with it.
I know he would be. Just, hey, you guys don't really need my help, right?
I mean, in all honesty, I would. Well, normally I would say no, we don't need any help bopping a hag in the schnoz. We're pretty capable in doing it. But every single time we went out to bop a hag in the schnoz, we always had help eventually. So I figure, hey, why not get the help now instead of it surprises us in the middle of combat like it always has been every single time?
Roll a persuasion check.
Regardless of this check, that's character growth, Damian. I'm proud of you.
Persuasion. Okay. That's a 6. But I would like to use where is it? My aspect of the worm feature.
Okay.
Or I get to re-roll persuasion or intimidation checks.
Okay.
I got a 4.
Okay, that's worse than a 6.
Yes, that's worse.
Molliver looks at you, kind of looks over at the rest of you, and then looks back at the Briganoxer who says, "Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'm getting the impression that there's more to this than you guys just sort of kicking Endelin's ass. You're looking for Zybilna, right?"
Yeah, we are.
Okay. The rest of my team is, well, except Elkhorn, I guess, because you told me you found him. The rest of my team is still at the palace, as far as I know. So I'll stay here with the Briganox and with whatever cords want to stay. Once you guys take Endelin down, come get me and I'll go to the palace with you.
Okay. Maybe we can also send a message out to Elkhorn to let him know that you're going to be there too.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do about that. And we'll get these guys set up to get things back to normal while you're gone, and then yeah, we'll all go to the palace together.
Okay. Well, you be safe out there.
You guys too. I'd hate to see something happen to you. I'm getting kind of attached.
We kind of got that effect on people.
Yeah. All right. Good luck.
Oh, here. rumbles through his pack and pulls out a picture. It's a picture of Molliver, like sitting on a stump looking up at the moon, and you see three little of those little guys, like a three wolf moon, but there's three little guys looking up at the moon also.
Aw. Hey, thanks. They stow it in a pocket. That's awesome.
Be safe out there, and he'll catch up with the others.
Anything else? Okay. Well, in that case, as you're sort of getting everything ready to go, the Brigandox had put Law's new contraptions in one of the minecarts that they have to make them easily transportable up to the tunnel. And Obud hops. He has come sort of out of his hut and has hopped onto Keg, the pony's head, and kind of spurs the pony forward to take you guys to the tunnel. As you approach this, like, it's essentially just like the wall of the cave where it looks like it stops. He is sort of hops down off the pony onto the ground and walks up to the wall, and you can see him kind of like fiddling with something, but he's so small, like it's hard to kind of tell what he's doing. And then just all of a sudden you hear like this shifting of stone, and the wall actually kind of splits and shifts just enough to let maybe one of you through at a time. And he kind of looks at all of you. He's leaning on his tiny cane. Well, there's your door.
Is there more cave on the other side of that?
It's pretty much just the tunnel. Goes straight to somewhere in Motherhorn, allegedly.
Now, I need to be clear, is somewhere a location? Because you have weird names for things here. Or is somewhere just somewhere, you're not sure?
No, I just don't know exactly where in Motherhorn it goes. It's a bit of a walk for my old bones.
Okay, lowercase s somewhere.
Yes,
so.
lowercase somewhere.
Who else knows about this passageway? I just don't want anything, I guess, getting back to you folks.
As far as I know, just us.
Okay.
And we've never had anybody come through the other way, and I've been down here a pretty long time. Or if they did, they couldn't figure out how to open the door. Which works for me.
Will we be able to come back this way, or will we
Should
need
be.
to find our way back the normal way?
Well, if you remember where it comes out, you should be able to come through. There's a switch on the other side. Sets off a little alarm so I know someone's there. Well, all right.
Are there anything like monsters on the other side of that wall?
Not that I know of. If there are, they've been very quiet. And they haven't come out to eat or anything. I think you're safe.
Well, okay.
You all be safe now. Make your way back to us.
Yes, Master Brigandox, King, Captain.
Yeah, you
You-
can just call me Obud.
You
Okay,
got it,
Obud.
Papa Obud.
Well, that is my cue to walk away.
Appreciate all your help.
All right. Make it worth my while. Climbs back up on the pony. Keg sort of trots away.
That means he's expecting a cut of any loot we get. Because every time, like, my sister says, make it worth my while, that's what it means.
Well, he didn't get it in writing, so
That's true. If it's not in writing, that means that we can totally
Invalid.
disavow it.
I
Very
can
fair.
still hear you. I'm like 20
What? Who
feet
said
away.
that? What? I mean, we're What? Who said that?
I meant kill that bitch.
Oh,
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
He's right there.
It's a good thing we're not likely to come back here after this is all over, because boy, we keep flubbing every interaction.
We're so
This is
good
kind of
at
like when
talking
the
to
waitress
people.
tells you enjoy your food and you say you too,
Ooh.
and then you have to sit there for about an hour.
Just feeling uncomfortable with the interaction.
Even
sort
though
of just
you
don't
know she
really-
probably didn't even notice.
We don't really even
But
go
I
back to
noticed.
anywhere that we've been before, and I'm starting to understand why. Sort of one and done.
All right. Into the tunnel.
Tunnel.
Yee.
Okay. You head with all of your things, and your new friends are sort of preparing for you to call upon them. You make your way into sort of one by one into this tunnel. Which one of you is the tallest? Who's like Willoughby's little?
Me.
Willoughby is the
Not
tallest
Willoughby.
in spirit.
It's like Law. I feel like Law and Giselle are around the same size.
Law's 5'11".
Oh yeah, Giselle's
Oh.
only 5'9", so it's Law.
Yeah, you guys are.
Am I the fucking tallest in this group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that fucking possible?
You have horns.
God damn it.
It's the horns. It's
It's the
actually
horns.
they're the same. We're the same height. It's just their horns.
Probably shorter, actually, without the horns.
Yeah, you guys especially are this tunnel's probably like 5 feet up. You guys
Oh,
are-
even
no.
I'm
Oh
ducking.
no, I'm
Yeah.
catching my horns on the ceiling. That's
Willoughby, you're great.
miserable.
There's just two lines drawn
Yeah.
along the entire ceiling.
It's terrible noise.
Willoughby's like happily trotting along.
So I was
for
just like
Caven.
ducking a little
roll,
bit.
roll for Caven.
Yeah.
And I will say the stone slides shut behind you, and it is pitch black in here.
Well,
I can fix that.
This is an extreme darkness.
Reduce flame.
That's right,
advanced.
produces flame.
Dark.
It
Go to
is.
the front. I have dark vision.
It's very dark, and the air. There's basically no airflow in here. It's stagnant. It's warm. You guys creep your way along the tunnel. Giselle up front, being able to see Sereia with a produced flame, sort of keeping everybody from tripping over any loose rocks or anything. But you make your way down this tunnel. So what is the mech strategy? Are they with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. They're gonna be with us the entire time.
Okay.
No, I think they're probably gonna split off at some point, right? Do we have a plan?
No.
Oh.
We have
You asked that as
the
if
plan
it
was
a
build
question.
mechs, and then you made call signs, and
Mm.
then profit.
We didn't think
Um,
this all the way through. We're not good at planning.
We're terrible at planning.
Maybe we plan on the way there then, just a
Right.
little bit.
So one of the Brigandocs, because they're sort of rolling this cart. It's not on tracks,
Mhm.
but they've sort of taken this cart and they're kind of rolling it along behind you. I think one of them, who is like up front trying to like keep it straight, is like, so are we gonna like suit up and just kind of like wait for the signal, or what's the
think,
plan, Stan?
Maybe we. It's a good question, Banjo. Let's huddle up and figure out what our plan is going to be.
All right.
Um,
Huddle up,
Not really a lot
everybody,
of
huddle up.
room for a huddle.
All
Yeah,
of the
sure.
other 5 Brigandocs just sort of climb up onto the top of the cart and just like looking at you all expectantly.
So, I think that we should utilize the Wings of Chaos here to this is the name of the squad to handle maybe some distraction so we can do our thing.
Sure,
Right?
like draw their fire while we infiltrate.
Yeah. Maybe once we get inside, split up, they go engage and maybe try to like engage and our strafing runs that we practiced when we were in the cave and didn't to do that. And try to draw them out of the building, unless we want to be like as stealth as possible and then have them on backup once we send like a signal or something in case things go bad. I don't know.
We
How hot
could
and
do
heavy
it.
do we
Like
wanna
fire
go
off
with
a
this?
flare.
We could do something like that. See how far we can get in before we call them for backup.
We can wait for
Fine.
a signal.
We might need to get in there and see what we're dealing with first. Because if this thing just is like, pops up through like her dining room floor or something, we might have a different plan than if it shows up in the basement or something.
I can send a sending back to the wings here, and as long as you're in position, if we need a distraction, I'll signal you and then you jump into action. How about that?
You got it, Commander.
All right. So, yes, squad, this is what we trained for. Banjo, Quicksand, Bambi, Cosmo, Lucky, and then, of course, Alpha Commander Goat. You've got this. We've trained for 3 hours, I think, to get this all going. You know your machines like the back of your hands.
All of your training has led to this point.
And don't hit the green button on the inside just don't hit it, okay? Don't touch that one. All right, cool.
Why do you make a machine that has a button that you don't want people to press?
Well, because I thought I wanted it to do something, and then I didn't, and I turned it. It's nothing exciting. It's not like they self-destruct. It just doesn't do anything. It's just a waste of time.
That was gonna be my question. Was it that when you press it, it explodes?
No. That's
a sigh of relief.
No, that's the yellow button. That works. Just don't hit the green button. You're just going to waste your time.
I really hope it doesn't come to that.
All right, squad. Suit up.
I don't think we described what they look like.
No.
Yeah, what do they look like? I want to know what these things look like.
As they pull the tarps off of the minecart.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever asked you like what color the metal is that I have to work here with. Like, is it like a light? Like, how refined are we dealing with? Could I get these like silver, or are these like more of like a dark kind of
Well, for as far as like the materials go, you rolled a natural 20 on that, so I told you could have whatever you wanted.
Sweet. All right, they're all made of gold. No, that's terrible.
That's a bad idea.
That's a bad metal.
That's
okay,
a bad metal.
No, I think they're kind of silvery. But the basic design is they're about, I say Willoughby height. And they have they're like heavily armored, like big wide pauldrons, low stance. They all have like these like spiked like rivets coming off the like side, like trailing down the back. But the most important thing is that they all have like half capes and helmets that are shaped like owl heads, and they all in unison when they turn on give their call sign, like speak in a Willoughby Wanderfoot voice, and like a mechanical Willoughby voice.
Willoughby sheds a single tear.
Damian
Tell them like it sounds like
They're so brave.
System engage, and then one at the end I couldn't get where he's like system engage.
That's Willoughby.
That one's Willoughby.
Okay.
Commander Goat is Willoughby, yeah.
Yeah. Alpha Commander Goat salutes you again, and you make your way down to the end of the tunnel.
I'm afraid.
As you reach the end of the tunnel, it ends at a wall of like loose fitting stones, and you can see this like red light shining through the cracks, and you can also hear the sounds of like shouting and like hammering from somewhere like far beyond.
Oh, does it lead to the mines? Maybe.
Might lead to the
No way,
mines.
we're close enough yet.
Can I like put my ear up against to like, kind of like hear a little better to see if I can figure out exactly where it opens up into?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. Uh, 18.
Okay. It sounds like a forge.
It might be where the architect is.
Yeah, this definitely sounds like a forge kind of place.
Yeah,
So
I'll say it sounds like a forge. It also sounds like those sounds are coming from like a little bit beyond. It's like you're hearing them like through another door almost. So it's not like it's coming from like directly on the other side of the stones. It's like out a little ways.
So a little bit further away, but that architect guy might be in there.
I guess Wings of Chaos stealth mode.
They all nod.
Oh, they also refer to Law as Frog One. That's
Okay.
Law's called.
I gotcha. What do you do?
Okay.
See if I have Pass Without a Trace prepared.
Yeah, so
I do!
Yeah.
There you
The wall you're looking at is essentially just like it's just a bunch of like loose, like large, like loose rocks that are just sort of like piled up to the ceiling.
Oh, wait. Did we long rest? I don't remember.
We did.
Oh,
We
Yes.
did, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I had spell slots marked off and I was like, wait.
Yeah, you guys would have taken a long
Okay.
rest.
I figured. I just wanted to make sure before I.
Soraya
thought
did
it
get a
would
lot
be
of napping
quirky.
in too.
Mhm.
Yes.
We
Just
thought
well
it'd be quirky
rested.
to go in without all of our resources. We're like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just feeling silly today.
Just, you know.
Just silly little
Wacky.
guys.
Like
Just
other
wacky
adventurers
like
can
that.
do what they want, but we're built different.
So I can clear my level of exhaustion then. We've had a long rest since I finished, or that level of exhaustion was me working through.
No, you've had a long rest since you finished.
Awesome. Thank you.
We did the party
Welcome.
thing, right? And then.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you guys had a fun party and then took a nap.
Yeah, Law went outside and slept in the rain for like 8 hours. You came out
Yeah.
and it was just like just mud all over them.
So what would you like to do?
Guess we should go on in. This is it, guys. The infiltration. What if we
Never
like we
happened.
just went home?
Invisible.
What if we just like went home? You know.
I mean, we did find a portal. We just have to, tell those Puritans
Yeah.
that we'll get fucked. And
Oh
then-
yeah, we did find a portal that.
You found it. Wait, what?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that's oh boy.
that was a whole thing.
Yeah, we found a portal that could take us anywhere, but
we met the prince, and he needed to go home. And then we helped him light a bunch of fire portal switches or something. And then he went home, and he made me a duchess.
yeah, Giselle's a duchess now.
Mm-hmm.
Your grace is perfectly acceptable.
Yes, Your Grace.
Of course, Your Grace.
So we could go home, I guess. I don't know.
Does
But-
feel very anticlimactic to all the buildup that we've had here.
Just skip this whole thing. Leave this place in ruin.
Just whatever happens, remember, we're students. We've got this. Let's go kick some ass.
Wait, I thought we were sneaking through.
And sneak and then kick ass.
Sneak ass.
How are you getting through?
I've got spells. Hold on. I gotta read.
I've got spells.
I threw my cowl up. I am now invisible.
Okay.
I can cast invisibility on a few of us. The rest of us, probably.
She may be able to see through it, though.
Well, she's down here.
I don't think she's down here, probably.
I think, no, I'm going to save my big spells. I'm just going to...
I can
Let's
use
just
a
stealth.
couple of charges of my staff.
So we're
What-
just in
well, why don't we let our
end of a
rogue-
hallway, and there's like
Mhm.
there's stone wall, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we have to get through the
We
stone
have to
wall
get,
somehow.
we have to get
Oh.
through this wall somehow.
Just wanted to make sure I had a picture.
sorry,
I
I
will
did
look
the
Yeah,
at
and
picture,
they're
stone wall.
the stones are, well, I've described it like 4 times. But
I
that's
know,
fine.
that's my bad.
No, you're
that's
fine.
my fail.
So
Don't worry about
it is a stone wall. The stones are there's nothing like, what am I trying to say? You know the stuff that like holds bricks together?
Mortar.
Oh,
Mortar,
mortar.
thank you.
Yeah.
I could not get to that word.
It's just like what,
Um,
like a piled up.
Yeah, there's so that you can
Well,
see
yeah.
like there are like cracks. Like some of that light
Mhm.
is like coming
Yeah.
through at the end of the tunnel.
Right.
So it's
Okay.
not like like
Solid.
a fixed like stone
Okay.
wall.
Gotcha.
There is, thinking back to what Oben said, is there any kind of like switch in here, like on that he said was on the other side of the tunnel to alert people that there are people on this side of the wall? Or anything like that?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Oh my god, I forgot to put y'all's new toys in D&D Beyond. I'm so sorry.
Gasp.
When we investigate
You can do it on the break.
and maybe see if there's a hole big enough or a place where we could like dig through to get around this wall.
Yeah. Somebody roll me an investigation check.
Not it. Plus 0.
Nope, not me.
Soraya holds
is
the
not
flashlight
me.
It's
again.
not bad.
Soraya is the flashlight. That's my role today.
I got a-
16 plus 13 is a 29.
Okay.
I also got a 29.
Okay. Yeah, between the two of you, Giselle and Law, I think you kind of with the Giselle, you have dark vision, so you're able to see, especially with the light coming through, and Soraya holding up the produced flame. I think the two of you can kind of work out if you were to essentially like which stones you could remove without causing the whole thing to just come tumbling down.
Jenga.
Yeah, like a Jenga. I just
Well,
had to do this
Jenga.
puzzle in a Nancy Drew game the other day, and now I've got it on the brain. But yeah, between the two of you, I think you can sort of very gently kind of pull out a few of these stones. It's not going to make a huge opening. You can get maybe like 3 feet of space, but enough that you guys can sort of squeeze through without just the whole thing coming tumbling down on top of you.
I pop my head
before-
through and
I was gonna
look
say
around.
before we start poking through, do you want me to wild shape into like a cat? or
Ooh, good
something?
idea.
I'm invisible right now too.
Yeah, why don't we
Okay.
have, why wouldn't,
Yeah.
probably a good idea for both. Wild shape and invisibility.
Both of you two can go out.
Scout.
Yeah, go out first and then come back.
The 2 cats go.
Cat
Okay.
Force
Cat
1.
squad.
Cat squad.
Soraya
color.
shrinks down into her cat form. Again, Giselle, you have your hood up, so you are invisible. And you, Soraya, you sort of creep through. Giselle, you stick your head. Oh my god! Sorry, the wall of text in the chat. I got so
Yeah,
scared.
so I'm posting it there just so that everybody has the details, and I'm going to work on adding
I
them
got
to D&D
scared. I thought
Beyond.
somebody was freaking out. Like, oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
What
Uh,
happened?
So yes, thank you for doing that. Yeah, Giselle, you sort of stick your head through as Soraya makes her way in. I'm pulling up my map. Excuse me.
Amno didn't like me being a cat. She jumped down.
Oh, she's offended.
She's offended.
Are you mocking me?
No, I'm you.
And so you guys can see this this room on the other side of the wall. There are crates stacked in this chamber alongside several what look like wooden like backdrops, like painted backdrops. Essentially, they are draped in cobwebs as though they haven't been used in a long while. There is an 8-foot diameter circular wooden disc painted to look like a smiling moon leaning against the wall across from you. And there's just a lot of clutter and things in this room, but from one corner, as the cats sort of make their way into the room, you hear a raspy voice saying, "Psst, hey, Hey, over here. Hey. And glancing in that direction, you see a wooden marionette that has been painted to look like a human skeleton that appears to be tangled up in its own strings. And it sort of looks in your direction. It's, just sees a cat. Oh, you're not gonna be much help, are you? Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, I'm in a bit of a pickle.
Belle invisibly walks over and starts trying to do you through your wired mic earbuds into your bag.
Oh my God.
Trying to untangle them.
Still looking at Sereia the cat. Right? Are you doing that?
Just sitting there.
What the heck?
Telekinetic cat.
Bats at a string.
You know what? I've seen weirder stuff. I'll take it. You untangle him?
Can I roll a sleight of hand to see how well I untangle him?
Yeah, sure.
That is a 14 plus 18. That's a 32.
Jeez.
It's incredible.
You have a plus 18 to sleight of hand.
Double expertise.
Oh,
Double
baby.
expertise. Yeah, you in a matter of seconds, the painted marionette, he's painted to look like a skeleton, he's just like a wooden marionette, is untangled, and you see him kind of like shakes out his limbs a little bit, his arms, his legs, and kind of stands up. And he does stand up on his own, and kind of picks up the wooden, I can't think of the word, but the thing the strings are attached to, at the top of the marionette, and kind of tucks it under one arm. Thanks, kitty cat. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
What the heck is happening down here? I think I'm losing it. Well,
So, to be fair, we haven't met a lot of talking marionettes before.
is there there's a person here, right? There.
I'm waving, but you can't see me.
Okay, there's a cat and an invisible person here.
Well, also a cat, but yes,
There's a cat and an invisible talking cat here.
correct.
Oh, I've lost it.
No, you're good. What's your name?
Break a leg.
There's silence while Giselle invisibly goes, oh.
What's your name?
Off in the distance. Ha!
What the heck? Are there more of you?
I don't know. Are there more of you?
Oh boy, are there.
There are more talking skeleton marionettes?
Well, maybe not skeletons, but there's puppets here for sure. Well, can I ask what you're doing down here with a cat and coming out through the wall?
That depends. Are you and your other fellow puppets friendly?
I am. I can't say the same for them, but I'm built a little different.
Oh?
Yeah.
How so?
I'm gonna say I feel really weird just sort of talking into the void.
Right, sorry, here. Looks around. Anybody else around except the talking puppet?
Not in this room.
Cool. I'll throw my hood back. Hi.
Oh, you are a cat.
Oh yeah. Well, and she's also not really a kid. She's a humanoid person too.
Sorry, tail twitches.
I see what's going on here. Okay. Hello. I'm Break a
Hi.
Leg.
I'm Giselle. That's
Nice.
Sereia.
Nice to meet you, Giselle and Sereia. Is that a way out of here?
Technically,
Because I would like to be out of here.
what's going? I'm seeing backdrops. I'm seeing some painted scenery. What goes on in here?
Oh, this is... Well, technically, this room is prop storage.
So that's not a forge in there.
Oh, I mean, there is a little forge in there too. they make most of the props and everything down here.
So it's a theater forge.
Yeah.
Like it's a scene shop.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
Okay. Who runs it?
Well, I mean, technically Endolin runs everything, but Charme has been in charge since she got here.
Charme?
Yeah.
Not Sharpay?
No, Charme.
Oh, okay. Just had to check.
I don't know a
Are we
Sharpay.
sure?
Are you?
Swear to God.
I'm pretty
if-
sure because
Are we sure?
I'm
If
pretty
this
sure
becomes
because
one
If we
big
find
boy
a
school-
singing basketball team, I'm out.
if you call her the wrong name, she gets pretty pissed.
Charme, got it.
Yeah, and you see him kind of like turn and look towards. There is an opening. Oh, I can show you guys this section of the map. I split up the map into a bunch of different sections because I'm psychotic.
No, because you're a great DM.
DM.
You have to be a little psychotic to be a good DM.
So, you guys have just come out of you can see the tunnel in the rock, and there's like the very large. I'm pointing out with my cursor like you guys can see me, but there's the one very large room. There is that like medium-sized room that's just off of it. That's where you guys are with all the crates and stuff.
Okay.
With the tunnel attached. So yeah, you can see kind of like you see Breakaway kind of stop and like peek around the corner, like out into the bigger room. He says, "We should probably keep our voices down."
Okay, sorry. So Charme
Yeah.
runs the scene shop.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the scene shop attached to like the theater?
Yeah. So at the if you go out into the shop at the far end, there's some stairs that go up. There's also the loading dock is over there. They take the big stuff out onto the dock, and the cranes pick it up and take it up into the theater.
Is it the whole like if it goes down, it's like the orchestra pit, and if it goes up, it's like part of the stage, like a thrust or something? That's so interesting.
I don't know what all those words mean.
Sorry, I'm a bit of a theater nerd.
You'll fit in around here then.
I hope not. If people suck.
Oh well, not everybody sucks.
Okay, who are the not sucky people?
Well, some of the goblins are pretty nice.
Okay.
They're mostly the crew, but the ones that work the cranes, they're nice. They're just kind of doing their best out here, like we all are, and trying not to end up in prop storage, tangled up in your own strings. There's the elf lady. I only met her once, but she's nice. And the darklings are fine. They don't really care.
Darklings?
Mm-hmm.
Do the darklings go out and look for props and things like that for the theater?
No, they do all kinds of stuff. A lot of them are here to like watch the rehearsals and the plays and everything. Some of them go other places.
Maybe we met one. We met a darkling whose shadow like stole some string from us. Well, didn't steal it. I gave it to them, but
Oh, you met a shadowless.
is that what it's called? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what we call them.
So that means like their shadow can like go off and do stuff.
It means Endolin snipped their shadow off.
Ow.
Magic scissors.
Ow. As like a punishment?
Yeah, if you make her mad, she'll take your shadow. You have to earn it back. I'm a puppet, so it doesn't really mean much for me, but
I'm sure you don't want anyone to snip anything on you either.
no, I'm more worried about my strings though.
Okay, can you like move around on your own or
Yeah,
Okay. Oof. Well, we've got kind of a big thing that we're about to do. So I don't know if you want to be involved. But yeah, there is a tunnel back there. And there are a lot of little guys, and then like some mineral like rock people, and they're all like getting ready to kick Indolent's ass.
Whoa, no way.
Yeah.
She's kind of a jerk.
That's what we're hearing. We kicked her sister's asses. Twice. So we're just, trying to collect the set.
Oh, you get the achievement.
Mm-hmm. We love those chivos.
I see. Well, I mean, Andolin doesn't really want to see me around, but I mean, I know this place pretty well, so I can point you in the right direction.
Okay, cool. And then, yeah, you can go back in the tunnel after, if you're cool with that.
Yeah, it sounds like a deal.
Okay. Can we go get our other friends now?
Yeah, just be really quiet.
Okay, cool. We go back and get our other friends.
You all are
I'm a cat.
summoned. You're summoned from the tunnel.
Okay.
I'm just a cat.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay a cat for a while.
I'm a cat. Let me get the guts.
Okay.
Found a cool talking puppet. He's gonna help us like go around. It is a forge, but it's not really a forge. It's well, it's for the theater. It's a scene shop.
Okay. Second question. Well, follow-up question, really. What do you mean talking puppet?
He looks like a skeleton. He's a marionette. His name is Break a Leg.
Ha.
Getting deja vu. Anyway, so yeah, he's going to help us out, but we have to be quiet because there's another big room next to it, and there's like not cool people there. So shh.
Got it.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Okay.
Not a trace.
Cast Pass Without
Yeah.
Trace.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
also-
I already did before I became a cat.
Right.
Cats can't cast spells.
I'm also going to
What-
doff
What-
my
that-
armor.
That is not entirely accurate.
Four on the floor. Cats can't cast spells.
Thank you for the distinction.
Yes.
Okay, so Willoughby, doff your armor, and everybody sort of under the effects of the Pass Without Trace spell. You make your way out of the tunnel. Excuse me. And out into prop storage is essentially where you are. Again, there's a lot of stuff piled up in here in crates full of like old props, and you see Break a Leg sort of peering around the corner into the larger workshop area, and you can see him point down to one end. So he points to, as he's peering out this doorway, points to his left, where you can see both the loading dock and the stairs that seem to go up. And then he points to his right, and around the corner, he says, "The lift. There's also a lift over there. So just be careful. You'll see it. It's big. That big square on the floor goes up and down."
Be careful, like don't stand under it, or be careful, there's like people there.
I mean, there's going to be people out there. And as you guys peer out into the workshop, you can see what he's talking about. It is, let's see, the cavernous underbelly of the stage. It's noisy out there. It's hot. There are goblins sort of working a forge and sawing wood and painting backdrops. You do see, as you kind of peer around off to one side, there is a woman in a very like tight-fitting dress who is just barking orders at them, while next to her there's another goblin sort of frantically like trying to make adjustments to this dress that she's wearing with like pins and needles, and she's barking orders at the other goblins, and it's a little bit of chaos in here. Nearby to this human woman that you see, there is a hooded lantern sitting on a tabletop, and chained to it is a briganock. Using a stick of charcoal to sketch something on a piece of parchment, his little wispy bulb of light fluttering next to him.
I think that's...
Architect.
Yeah. You think one of us could
Bingo.
sneak over there and try to unchain him?
This is why you don't let the technical director be the star, because then they're just like, they've got too many things going on. They get very harried, you know?
I'm a cat.
I'm a cat.
You are a cat.
I'm a cat.
I'm a cat.
I got nothing for chains as a cat. I can go be his emotional support kitten.
What would you like to do?
You're muted, Sid.
I'm not. My fucking microphone keeps gating me. God damn it. We can make a distraction. Or
Yeah, I mean, I will say it's essentially just a big room.
Okay.
I posted this section in the chat. So it's just a big open space.
are they loading anything currently onto the big lift?
Ooh, that's a good question. So not onto the lift, like the elevator that's in this room, but I think you do see a few of these goblins having like finished a backdrop, kind of hoisting it up and taking it over to. There's a large set of doors by the stairs that you guys can see, sort of working to get those open, and they're carrying it out sort of onto this like big dock essentially that's out there.
Breakalik, is there a performance or anything going on soon?
Oh, I mean, there's one every day, so they're probably rehearsing.
Okay, so if we go up the stairs, are we gonna get to like the stage area where they're rehearsing?
Yeah. Let me double check.
Oh, of course, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the elevator goes up onto one side of the stage, kind of in like a...
In the wings?
Yeah, kinda. It's like a hallway. There's like corridor up there. The stairs go up to the other side. But they're basically gonna take you right out into the amphitheater.
And okay, I just have to ask, is it just like a basic proscenium? Like, is it anything special?
I mean, it's pretty cool. But it's just pretty much your standard amphitheater. It's got a raised section, big walls around it, so nobody sort of falls to their death.
Well, that's good. Have they moved to like the moving LED lights, or are we still talking like just like basic cans and stuff?
No, but she's got a whole light grid up there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's kind of
Oh my
old school,
gosh.
but
Look.
I'm
Look.
trying my best.
Look. Van is running this game. I'm me. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna ask these questions, okay?
What do you guys want to do?
So a distraction is what we need. So we'll distract them, and then we'll make our way over to the elevator. But we should at least try to free the little guy.
Also, I was saying, like, we can make a distraction, so I could run over and pick his locks, and then, I don't know, pick him up and put him under my cloak, and then
Okay,
walk away.
I will tell you guys, there are a lot of people in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the Briganock, there is the human woman, and there's about 18 goblins in here.
Okay. Is
Okay.
this Baldur's Gate 3? And can I run into the middle of the room and meow and everybody will come to me to look at the cute kitty?
I mean, they might.
I could also just like fireball them if we're just kicking this thing off, but
Is there a druid in the basement?
You don't know.
I can also just teleport them over here. Out of their chains.
That's true.
That would be a distraction in and of itself, and then they'd all be like running around looking for him, and then maybe we
But-
could sneak up the stairs.
I'm also wondering how many people are imprisoned here, and are we going to be able to rescue all of them before dealing with the witch?
Well, the brigand knights are definitely captured here.
I'm just saying, if we start trying to rescue everyone we come across, we're going to be babysitting a lot of people.
Well, the architect, though, probably knows a lot about the theater. I mean, he's like building everything for it.
Well, we could at least rescue the architect and then get him to plant the seeds of that, hey, something big is going down. Like, we don't have to rescue him. We can just, give him the message that something's happening. And give him a lockpick so that
Let me
he can
just
get out
talk
of
to
the...
him and see what he thinks the situation is.
Yeah.
Can I just
Slip
cast
him-
message on him from here and let him know we're here?
Yeah.
Well, I think we should also try to slip him the Thieves' Tool so he could get out of his lock
Yeah.
also.
Well, let's get his way in on this, because he's the one in the bed.
He could also be
situation.
brainwashed, so
Yeah.
who knows?
Well, in that case, then we definitely don't want to go rescue him without knowing what the situation is.
100%.
All right. Testing. Is this thing on? Hello.
You see him kind of sit up straight, starts looking around.
Hello. Is this Mr. Architect?
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Architect.
Architect.
Yes?
Hi. We are with the Brigand Rock Liberation Front. We are here to rescue you.
There's like a moment of silence. I'm sorry, I don't...
Bill
What?
for short.
What? I don't know what that means.
We were sent by... Oh, shoot. What was the old guy's
Obud.
name?
Obud.
Obud. We were sent by Obud.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
I know their name is Obud.
You got me there. Wait, how many of you are there?
Like, you have to be more specific. In this room, in this
Tall-
building.
Tall folk, how many of you are there?
Oh. What do you consider tall?
Are there 5 of you?
Yes.
Cat, owl, blue hair, white horns, dragon.
Damn, you're good.
She knows you're coming.
Damn, she's good.
Yep.
Not
Yep.
that we're very subtle.
That's as much
How?
warning as I can give you.
How does she know?
Prophecies are a whole thing.
Ah, shit. That's a bitch.
You can play your game. Everyone else here is.
Monopoly. Clue.
Shoots and ladders.
Shoots and ladders.
God help us, Candyland.
Go. Parcheesi.
Give us 2 more.
Texas Hold'em.
That's a card game.
Nobody
yeah,
said it
game
had to
was-
be a board game.
Oh, that's
Always
true,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, one more.
Solitaire.
Are you guys? Are you done? There's like a lot of lives on the line.
Sorry. I have a hard time taking things seriously under pressure. Alright, so she knows we're coming.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a trap? Does she have like a trap ready for us upstairs?
No trap. Just the opportunity to bargain.
Okay. We were considering trying to get you out. Should we go talk to her first?
You might be able to convince Charmaine to let me go.
Oh, which one is Sharpay?
It's the only human in the room, dude.
Okay. All right. Do you know what Charmaine wants?
All I know is that she was working with some other people before she came here, and she's convinced they're going to betray her, so she's hiding out.
Wait, who are the other people?
I don't know.
She didn't come here with like a band of adventurers or something, did she?
She came here by herself,
Ah,
but there are more of them somewhere.
okay. All right. I'll fill my friends in here, and we'll let you know what we're gonna do.
If you can get on her good side, she won't see it coming.
Okay. Charmaine or the hags?
Both.
Okay. All right. We'll be back in touch. Over and out.
Over now. It's a weird day.
Amen, brother. And yeah, I'll fill the others in on what they said. Exposition.
No, we're here.
So, but if they know we're here and they're prepared for us, how do they know we're not going to betray them when we get on their good side? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of unknowns here.
Prophecies are weird.
Yeah, they're weird.
Yeah.
She might know we're coming, but not know exactly why we're coming or what
Or
we're
when.
doing here.
We could just play off of that. The fact that there's a prophecy about us. I mean, they said to play along, right?
Mhm.
I think maybe we go in and see what she wants from us. Let her make the first move. Let's not go in and play all our hand yet. Let's see what she wants from us. Said that she had like an offer, like a bargain for us. To see what she's offering, and then we can play off that and use it to our advantage.
Yeah.
For me, we want to talk to the Charmaine person.
That's the other thing, yeah. That might be helpful. Like, get on our good side. Maybe she gets us upstairs, helps us out.
What if Charmaine is part of the same group that, Molliver and Elkhorn are part of?
Maybe we can talk to her.
Cool. Willoughby, you want to do the talking?
Yeah.
You're
And
sort of
do.
our most diplomatic.
I am nothing if not on the hunt for more friends.
We'll go make some friends, buddy.
Wee.
I'll cast Enhance ability on Willoughby.
Sweet.
Say that 5 times fast.
Enhance ability on
Enhance ability on Willoughby.
Is
Advance
that
ahead,
a
Willoughby.
Willoughby?
but I will give you Eagle Splendor.
Okay.
I'll
I'm gonna
go.
I'm an owl eagle.
I'll go out with Willoughby as backup.
This
I will
is
be your emotional support kitten.
the
You can go too.
art of Charmaine and the Goblin Tailor. She's very tall, human woman, has like jet black hair that's like piled up into a big bun on top of her head. She's wearing this very like tight-fitting like green dress with a large like feathered collar, and she has a large like black swath down across one of her eyes.
She has big Eagle stepsister vibes.
So 3 of you step out into the workshop. Willoughby, Damian, and Sereia, the cat. The noise and everything doesn't really stop around. Like there's still like a lot of goblins like bustling around, and you walk out here confidently. They assume you're supposed to be here. They just sort of keep working and hammering away at the forge. But as you walk out, Charmaine sort of cocks her head to the side and looks at the 2 of you and your cat. Are you lost?
No, I believe we're exactly where we're supposed to be.
Well, how very poetic.
can I help you?
Well, truth be told, all I know is that our coming was prophesized. And
I see.
we feel a great pull to this, frankly, gorgeous place. We want to know what we can offer.
I need you to roll a deception check
We
with advantage.
That'll be 15.
Okay. She looks down at you. Right. Darling, you don't have to lie to me. I know why you're here.
And why is that?
She kind of looks around, looks down at the goblin tailor, and shoos him away. He takes his things. You're here for Endelyn, yes?
Indeed. I see that somebody who is also a master of the theatrics and the craft, as it were, would be able to see right through. You truly are talented.
Flattery will get you everywhere in life, darling.
To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
My name is Charmaine.
I am Willoughby. This is also a patron of the arts, although visuals as opposed to performance, Damian.
Pleasure to meet you, madame. And he does a bow.
And this is our kitty cat.
I see.
Picks up Sereia.
Well, what can I do for you?
Well, I suppose we should cut to the chase. Yes, we are looking to meet with Endelyn. We've heard a lot about her, and, well, stories are nice, but I'd rather show and not tell. So I figured we would go straight to the top and offer our services. And as I said, the prophecy has called us here as much as it has alerted her to our arrival. And so surely such great things must mean something.
Well, if you're going to offer your services, you're going to have to pass her test first.
As both a star student and a member of about 4 or 5 different performance groups, it would be my genuine pleasure, Charmaine.
Kellic would like you.
I do also have a lot of friends.
Perhaps you'll meet him one day. Right. Well, if you're going to participate, you're going to want to head up the stairs. Stage fright is up there. You can't miss him. He'll tell you exactly what you need to do.
Wonderful. Well,
I'll be interested to see how this turns out. Oh, prophesized ones.
Damian, Sereia, shall we?
Let's go. Put Sereia on his shoulder. And we'll head onward.
Sereia on one shoulder, Willoughby on the other.
She watches you go. What are Law and Giselle, what are you doing? As your friends have this conversation and then turn to go upstairs.
We invited? Are we invited?
Are we stage crew? I can do makeup.
One of you gets a message from Law.
The one of you that's not a cat can respond. The two of you that are not one of you that is not a cat. I guess Willoughby.
I like the idea of Law immediately going to Sereia and then just getting meow. Turn.
Oh, sorry.
Wrong-
Like just
wrong one,
texting
wrong
the
one.
last person who was in their phone.
Yeah.
Just oh, whoops.
I'm sorry,
The
you were at the
last
top
party
of my
member
contacts
you,
list.
last
Hold
party
on.
member you messaged with.
Mhm.
Oops, wrong person.
Well,
Or should
there
we
is
follow-
Willoughby will spin theatrically on the stairs and say, "There is no I in team, and a show must have its entire ensemble. So, Law and Giselle, please join us."
Charmaine's just sort of like looking at you like, what the hell is going on here?
They are our theater troupe.
Hmm.
It's not
Right.
just the three of us, it's a whole ensemble.
Right. Honestly, at this point, I don't care.
Oh, Giselle stops strutting and just walks up the stairs then.
As they walk out, just like again very unceremoniously, like some very weak like pyrotechnic like little it's like, with prestidigitation, some glitter.
Right. Break a leg,
Ta-da.
then. You're going to need all the help you can get. She snaps at the tailor, and he comes back, starts working on the dress again.
And before I say Dutch is here too. I
Great.
always don't say it and then I get called out on it later on. But just assume
Dutch is here. Okay. You guys head up the stairs. Alrighty. I'll show you the, Oh boy, there's a lot of map coming.
Boy.
You head up the stairs. And I'll describe this for you. Is this the right one? That's the right one. So, you all head up these sort of stone steps, lead you up, and when you come out, you are on one side of a large amphitheater. An open-air amphitheater. It's carved from the slope of the mountaintop. Short cloaked figures sit on tiered stone benches facing the stage. Enclosing the stage are 10-foot high walls above which you can see the open, stormy sky. A team of masked goblins is preparing the stage for a play, while some costumed actors huddle in the wings and recite their lines. Lighting is provided by an intricate contraption overhead, upon which several more masked goblins are perched, and they're all wearing different versions of either the comedy and tragedy masks or like the Commedia dell'arte masks, things like that. And the sounds of chains clanking and gears turning can be heard from somewhere under the mountaintop where you came from. So, you all are in the amphitheater. Post the map of this floor. This is the stage level of Motherhorn. And where you guys can see the amphitheater on that far right-hand side, you're at the very top where those stairs come out.
Okay. Wow. There's a lot of stuff here.
Where are we? Oh, the right top area with the
Yeah.
arrow. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Right-hand side, that circular part is sort of the raised stage area. You guys are right
Are those
next to that.
Gatling guns on the balcony?
They're
What the fuck are those?
cranes.
Those are cranes. Okay.
They're the
it looked
cranes that are then reaching down and bringing up the large
I've been playing
backdrops.
like too much Armored Core. I was
They're
like, oh
cranes.
shoot.
Those are the cranes. So yeah, there are a lot of people in here. Out in the audience, you can see there's about 20-25 darklings wearing cloaks and hoods and sort of sitting watching the stage. There are a couple of goblins operating the cranes. There are 4 up in the lighting grid. There are about 8 other stagehands. And there are 3 actors on the stage, sort of off to one side, rehearsing some lines. You see another goblin, a dwarven person, and a tall elf who are standing there looking a little bit frantic. And then up above the seating area, up above sort of that part of the amphitheater, you can see two balconies, one of which has sort of a dark shape sitting on it.
Okay, so do we just
Right.
start this test or
She said to find stage fright.
right?
Mhm.
Oh, is that to my right or no? Stage fright.
We're not going to get into stage left and right.
Thank
I
God.
still don't understand it. I've been watching you perform for over a decade.
It's
and
your left and right
Mhm.
when you're on stage. So when you're facing the stage, it's the opposite.
That's house left and right.
Yes.
Exactly.
still.
If you're on stage and you're facing the audience, your right is stage right and your left is stage left.
Yes.
It's literally just your left and your right.
It's just
Okay.
your left and right if you're on stage. That's
It's just the differentiation between from on
They
the
just need
stage
to
or
put
from in the
compasses
audience.
on every theater stage and just go by cardinal directions.
If you had to go by cardinal directions for theater, I would have never gotten my degree.
No.
Period.
Mm-mm.
It was up and down that screwed with me. Because, like,
Theater
Up is back
stages
and down
used
is-
to be
Yeah,
sloped,
slanted,
so
yeah.
you had to literally walk
no,
up
I,
stage.
yeah, I know that. I
Mhm.
just, it's like when I was learning,
Mhm.
it was like stage left and stage right are the actors left and right. Up and down is forward and back from the audience's perspective. Good luck, fucker. You're 13.
Figure it out. So you're sort of off to the side. You have not made your way totally out into the amphitheater yet, but you are near the stage. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to look around to see if I can find a stage fright person.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you have to look very hard. There is sort of coming to the front of the raised part of the stage. You see, much like your friend, Mr. Light, except smaller, a goblin in a jester's costume with a sort of clownish scepter that he's holding, sort of makes his way out to the front of the stage. He's kind of talking to the actors that are there. It seems to be sort of stage managing a little bit from up here. Are you guys trying to hide at all?
Considering, like, I don't think so at this point, right?
I don't think we even need
I don't
that.
think
We
so.
were
Okay.
invited, right?
Then as he sort of makes his way out to the furthest, like, downstage, out to the edge of the stage. I'm gonna have to not actually use the terminology, but down to the front edge of the stage. He does sort of clock that there's this new group of people, and you see a little bit of recognition on his face. He sort of points the scepter at you, and then he taps it on the like the stone stage a few times, and he calls out to the balconies, "My lady, your guests have finally arrived," and he beckons to all of you to join him on stage.
It's out on stage.
It's out on stage.
I don my armor and my shiny good boy helmet.
Stage fright looks at all of you. About time you got here. Where's the blue one?
Points down to the cat.
Ah, I see. Well, that's going to make this interesting. Well, and he sort of looks up to the balconies again, and this figure that is sitting back there doesn't say anything, but sits for a moment, and then you see them sort of give a deep, like, nod that can be seen from that far away, and Stage Fright turns to you and says, "All right. Are you ready for your test?" I love
They're
it. when-
students, right?
Excellent. You'll do just fine. This is always my favorite part of when new people come to visit. So, to impress the Dame of Unhappy Endings, you need to perform a tragedy. Something gruesome, depressing, darkly humorous, and I have just the play. He holds out his other hand, and a rolled up script just appears in it, in a little puff of smoke, and he says, "Now, normally we would have several hours to prepare, but alas, time is of the essence, and since you don't have time to memorize all the lines, we'll need to improvise." And he throws the script over his shoulder, and it goes up in flames. "Worry not. I'll just feed you lines from the wings if you get stuck."
Okay.
So, shall we prepare?
Certainly.
Great, I just will remind you that the other option is immediate imprisonment and execution.
Oh, got it. Okay. I guess we'll perform our best then.
All right.
Strangely, same amount of pressure, so.
Oh, you all are going to do just fine. All right, well, let's get everyone a roll. We'll go grab some costumes and props, and then the show must go on. I need everybody to roll me a d8.
I got a 5.
You're the cowardly noble.
Ooh.
8.
You're the honorable knight risen from the dead.
Naturally.
Whoa.
7. You're the foolish minstrel.
Ha!
2.
You're a failed magician.
Yeah, sounds about right.
1.
A drunken satyr. Those are your parts.
Amazing.
Sereia will uncat herself.
Okay.
In
I was wondering.
because it's going to be very hard to do this as a
I
cat.
want you to do all of your
Drunk
lines.
You know what?
As a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest scene stealers on a stage are children and
Animals.
animals. So you know what? You would have been fantastic.
All
It would
right.
just be like her laying down on her back, acting like she's high on nip.
The 5
Wait,
of you.
Maybe I take it back.
Well, you could think about it because we're about to have to take a break. But so, once everybody has their role picked out from the list, Stage Fright beckons to you and leads you up through the amphitheater a little bit and up that set of stairs into. Let's see. It is the one on the bottom of the map. So that set of stairs that goes up and back into that hallway and around into another storage room. There are a bunch of props and costumes, and he sort of looks around and says, "Well, take what you wish. You've got about 10 minutes." Oh, also, and I will need a troupe name and the name of the tragedy you are performing.
Willoughby? Do we have a troop name?
Spaghetti After Dark.
That's never a good idea.
Because we're not a good idea.
Okay, I see the appeal.
That's the name
Yeah.
of our troop.
Spaghetti After Dark.
Spaghetti After Dark. All right, so we're going to have to pick from
Sounded
one
so
of
much
these
stranger coming from stage right.
to improvise for this troop. Troop leader, please roll me a d8.
Willoughby.
Will be,
Oh
yeah.
god. Oh geez.
He doesn't say roll me a d8, but he says pick from one of these 8 scripts.
Another 8.
Right,
Oh my
okay,
God.
let's pull that one
Cool.
out. What do we have? All right, your tragedy, oh, this is a good one, is titled An Island of Death in an Ocean of Tears.
Wow.
So, the general
Ooh.
premise is these explorers, they arrive on an island, it's littered with bones, but the twist is that it takes them several years to realize that they were all actually dead the entire time.
Wow.
Oh, that's really good.
So-
It sounds familiar.
Very.
Does it?
Sounds a little like copyright infringement,
Yeah,
and like some people are very disappointed with the ending.
I mean, yeah, it sounds
well,
like,
it's
you know,
your
yeah.
job to put on a good version. So that's your premise, that's your title. Spaghetti after death. All right. 10 minutes. Grab your things, and I'll take you to the green room until it's your turn to go on. Right. I'll be right back.
Thank
And
you.
remember, immediate imprisonment and beheading.
Thank you. Immediate imprisonment and beheading.
And
just like it is cutthroat as middle school theater.
Stage Fright makes his way out of the room. And before we commence the ultimate minigame, we're going to go ahead and take a break.
Oh boy.
I'm having such
So
a good
scared.
time. I was hoping we'd get to this today. It's all coming together. So think about what costumes and props you would like over the break. Thanks everybody for hanging
I'll
out
go
with
get
us
them.
so far. We are going to take a quick break and then come back to perform An Island of Death in an Ocean of Tears. I'll have to tell you guys
Spaghetti
about
After Dark.
by Spaghetti After Dark. I'll have to tell you guys about the other ones you could have gotten. So think on that. We will be back in a quick few minutes. So stick around because I don't think you're not gonna want to miss this. We'll see you soon. And welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us during our break. We are refreshed and ready to continue on. So, Stage Fright is going to come back here shortly. I would like you guys to tell me what props and costumes you're going to be using.
I need a bottle of liquor.
Okay?
Oh, I just have that in my bag here.
I'm not gonna drink the actual liquor. I can't actually be. Should I actually be
It's
drunk?
authentic. No, I don't think you need to be drunk. But, you can smell it,
Get me in the mood. Maybe, just a little sip.
A little sip is fine.
Take the edge off.
Anything else?
I'm
Big balloon. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I'm gonna cast some spells on myself to not fuck this up.
I was also going to ask, who sucks at performing? I'm okay.
I
If
am.
I had to put a number on it, I would say a +4. But
I
there's
had to put a
some-
number on it +6.
If
Oh,
I
okay,
had
so
to
you're
put
better than me.
if I had to put a number at it, it'd be a +1.
Okay. So
Uh,
I don't know if this will go well with your aesthetic, really. But why don't you put on my necklace?
Do you guys want the rules of the game first?
that would be great.
Yeah.
just so I don't burn slots.
Wait, I have another prop idea before I forget.
Okay.
You know those like heels that have like
Heelys?
no heel?
Mm-hmm.
They're just like the platform print
Mhm.
that make you look like you have like a Seder puffs. I want those.
Okay, yes, you can definitely have those.
You know what I'm talking about?
You said I'm the foolish minstrel, right?
I've probably. Yes, a foolish minstrel.
Okay. I'm just dressing up like Charlie from Lost.
I don't know which one that is.
It's Pippin? No, Mary. The one that was on Lost.
Yes, okay, I know who that is.
Yeah. The stoned guitarist that had a heroin
Okay.
addiction. Yeah, that's me.
Good. We can get back to problems in a second. So here's how the game is going to work. So as Stage Fright has said, you don't have time to learn the lines. So you're gonna ad-lib your way through this. When Stage Fright is gonna be in the wings. When we start, I'm gonna draw for everybody a line that you have to say. So everybody will have one at the start. Stage Fright will be whispering these from the wings. Once you speak that line and work it into the play, I will draw you another one. And this will continue until the play ends. You must use the line that Stage Fright gives you at some point. You must use these to ad-lib a tragedy that matches the title of the play that Stage Fright has given you. So he's given you the title and the general premise. The premise is not so important. It's really just the title. You can freely move around the stage, use props and costumes, enter and exit scenes as you wish, but everyone that has a role, which is all 5 of you, must contribute. Any character who dies or meets some other tragic end no longer has to draw lines from Stage Fright, but they must return to the stage at the end of the play to take the final bow, and Endolin is the sole judge of how this performance is going to go. There are successes and failures involved in this. You get 1 success every time you deliver the line that Stage Fright has given you in a way that complements the story. And you get 1 success if you enact a particularly gruesome, tragic, or darkly humorous scene. If you go too long without speaking one of Stage Fright's lines, that is a failure. And anytime someone loiters in the wings too long or remains on stage for too long without speaking, that is a failure. When the play ends, which is up to you guys, you're telling the story, if you have more successes than failures, the test is a success, and you get the benefits of that. And if you fail,
Imprisonment.
Yeah, the
execution.
imprisonment.
You fail.
Execution.
Got it.
so those are the rules. You have to say the lines. You get a success every time you do it well. You get a success every time a scene is particularly horrible. But if you go too long without speaking one of the lines, or you loiter for too long without contributing, you will get failures. I will be keeping track.
Okay, so no mechanical rules for
No rolling.
Okay.
beautiful. Never mind, it's not part of your aesthetic. I'm keeping my neck.
Got it.
Now, if you guys do something like particularly outrageous, like you might have to roll for it. But we're not just gonna solely base this on performance checks, because that is boring. Props and
I'm
costumes.
Because I am a cowardly noble. So I think Damian dresses up like Tommy from The Room,
Okay.
even down to the wig. Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? You can also sort of leave the stage during the performance and come back with other props and everything if you want.
Long bespectacled cape,
Okay.
gigantic top hat.
Gigantic top hat for the failed magician.
Yes.
What was the full description of my role?
An honorable knight risen from the dead.
Risen from the dead. Okay, yeah. Got it.
I can do some really quick zombie makeup. I just need some tissues.
I
My
think I think Willoughby Willoughby wants to find he's going to be holding his helmet the entire time as though it's his severed head. And I want Willoughby to find a way like some sort of like high standing suit of armor that's like it's way too big for him.
You're going
I don't-
full headless horseman.
Okay.
Full
Like
headless
you're gonna be
horseman.
able to peek through here, but it's gonna look like you have.
Yeah.
And the helmet is your head. Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if I died during the play or if I died before.
You're pre-dead.
Yeah, pre-dead.
You can die again though. They love
think
that shit.
True.
I think it's like set up so it's like Willoughby is standing in like where the crotch would be, but there's a helmet.
Yeah.
So and like the head is holding the helmet up, so he's standing on a little tiny little tiny stilt legs, so he can walk the suit around, but it's like holding him right there.
Okay. So you guys have your costumes. Again, you can pull other stuff during the course of the play. Oh god, I just have so many notes on this part.
I'm fan casting us all as characters from Lost in my head, just so we're aware.
I see. Okay. So yeah, okay. Here we go. I think I'm just gonna leave the spooky music on. So about 10 minutes later, Stage Fright returns. And says, "All right. Wow, don't you all look fabulous? Are you ready?"
Always.
Yes. All right.
Again, always.
Follow me. And he leads you around, sort of through this long hallway, which comes out on the side of the amphitheater, and ushers you up to the stage to introduce you. He taps the scepter that he has, the Fool Scepter, on the ground several times, and a hush falls over the crowd, and stage fright out to the audience and up to the figure in the balcony. It says, presenting a truly tragic story performed for you today by Spaghetti After Dark. An island of death in an ocean of tears. And he steps off into the wings, and there is polite applause from the audience. As from the wings, Stage Fright gives you each a line. Giselle, your line is, I have a wicked thought, if you will hear it. Put these over here. Willoughby, well, here is a serpent. Sereia, two truths told, a lie is sure to follow. Law, tomorrow should dawn merrier. And Damian, my hope is shriveled like a grape. Let us make wine of it. And the play begins.
Giselle dramatically claws across the stage as if we've now come upon this deserted island. I don't like being wet.
I think Willoughby, in a flash of probably like just a little puff of smoke, precedes his entrance onto the stage as though he was a spirit that was already on the island. Who enters upon this wretched domain?
I think at that point, Damian comes onto the stage, pretty much mimicking the same thing Giselle did, like they're crawling along like the beach out of the water. People who are tired and need a rest and maybe some moisturizer for my skin. It's so dry.
Sereia shapes water to make a crashing wave that actually gets them both wet for the dramatics off stage, and then does the same thing over herself so that she appears also wet, and crawls off the sand, bottle in hand, and then rolls onto her back. Saved it.
Though you make merry with your drink, there is no merriness here on these shores. The sea roils, and so too does the turmoil that winds around my... Poses dramatically with the head.
Law shuffles in from off stage very uncomfortably, beet red, and looks to, like, from the same side Willoughby came from, and looks to Willoughby and says, Master, of more unfortunate souls found their way onto your island.
Yes, well, It seems that yet more tears shall fill this ocean.
It did seem extra salty.
All I know is that the tears that fill this ocean can barely even fill up. He pulls out like a glass, like sparkly looking like pimp cup. My own cup with wine. My favorite wine. Looks over at Sereia's glass. Not that one. My wine. It is gone. It has left me.
As you mention the wine, you see stage fright from the wings, like looking at the crowd and being like,
I have a wicked thought, if you would hear it.
What is your wicked thought?
If we are to be deserted here, with nothing but our turmoil and sadness. I mean, let's have a fucking party, right?
That is true. Now that I lay here on this island full of sadness, but if we have a party, my hope, it shrivels up. But at least I have my wine. And he will, like, raise a glass over to Sereia and then drink from the bottle and take a long swig.
And stage fright says, close enough, well done.
Sereia clinks her bottle to Damian's glass and takes a swig and says, "Two truths told, a lie is sure to follow. Cheers."
I'm not drunk.
The three of you that have said your lines, stage fright gives you a new one. Giselle? He whispers out, "It's a tailor could not sew a finer lie." Sereia, here's some gristle to chew upon. Damian, my enemies are dead, yet I hunger still.
Willoughby turns his wrist so that the head faces Law and shakes it, disappointed. "Alas, these fools do not yet know the depths of despair they find themselves in. A serpentine pain that acts as the last reminder that I once lived winds tightly around my heart. Look, here be another serpent." And he trots off.
You hear some ooh from the crowd as Willoughby, you are fed a new line. "The words catch in my throat. I cannot speak them."
Oh, question.
Hmm?
Was there like a second part to my line? Because I know my enemies are dead.
Yet I hunger still.
Okay, yeah, I hunger too. Okay.
Law looks at Willoughby as they leave and looks back to the others and says, "I do not know if the Dark Lord wishes to party tonight. However, tomorrow should dawn merrier." And Law takes out a guitar that they have used their artificing to make it sound like it's being played, even though they do not know how to play it, and begins to play House of the Rising Sun.
Stage fright whispers you a new line. "Silence, Piglet. You have squealed enough." As the first scene comes to a close and a curtain is drawn very briefly, you hear some polite applause. It opens again, and a new scene begins.
We have repositioned ourselves. I'm assuming we're all just like carrying on merrily, drinking.
I think the way they're repositioned, like you see everyone is merrily doing everything off to the side, but it's more like the spotlight shines on Damian, who's on the other side of the stage, and he's looking all pained. "I don't know how much longer I can keep this from them. How much longer I can hide this secret from everyone on this island." And like the lights flash to like red around him, back to to the white spotlight. The crash. I caused it. And you see like Damian like struggling with himself, like having a fight with himself. They came at me from the left. They came after me from the right. People after my nobility and my money. I killed them all. My enemy's dead. Yet, I still hunger for more. I slew them with my own hands. The taste of death on these fingers. I crave for more of it. And he looks off towards the others, and the spotlight closes on him.
Here's and as the light goes down on Damian, stage fright feeds you. I shall not rest till the deed is done.
Drunken merriment to the side. Kicks over something. I have not had that much of my cup. What is this? Bends down, pulls up a bone.
Gasps from the audience.
Why does this lay here? Who has perished such? Starts digging. And then gets a little too into it. Because she's a cat. More. And more still. What has happened here?
Sereia dramatically grabs Giselle's arm and says, "Here's some gristle to chew upon. If we tell them what we know, we take away their hope. And hope is a very dangerous thing to lose."
Sereia, stage fright feeds you a new line. Looking pretty impressed so far. Is that a hoot or a growl? It chills my blood.
Thing from a tree upstage, looking over the pit that Giselle and Sereia are in front of. Willoughby dramatically like holds his hand up to his other hand as if to do this dramatic action that I don't quite know how to describe for audio, so sorry.
Ye old facepalm.
Ye old facepalm, thank you. And looking upon the merriment that preceded this, once my voice too would have raised in song. My laughs would have filled the air. Once I too would have joined in making merry. Yet any song I once knew cannot seem to make its way to my lips. The words catch in my throat. I cannot speak.
There's a little bit of applause from the Darklings. And
Wobble is going to scamper in at the base of the tree Willoughby's at and says, "My Dark Lord, I believe that they're growing suspicious of the circumstances that brought them to our island. We should strike so you may complete the ritual before they are aware of what has transpired."
Willoughby, you're fed a new line. Not even Otiugs would dine on this.
Turning to Sereia. To keep this from them. Would that be right? They are our companions, our friends?
Easiest way isn't always the best.
This is the epitome of deception. A tailor could not sew a finer lie. But I shall follow your lead, if you think it is best.
Giselle, from the wings, you hear stage fright. Hold on to thy seat. This trail has more bumps to come. As the scene of merriment and betrayal comes to a close and the lights go down, and here's some more applause this time. It's a little more than just being polite. As the darklings settle in again as the lights come back up on a new scene.
Okay, if everyone's silent, I'll just do something. Giselle is dragging Sereia around and just going from place to place and just digging up more bones. And then takes off her top hat and it's like, more and more. This used to pull rabbits, and now, fuck, it's a frog. And more! And more! How many have lost their lives here on this tiny island?
Sereia's head snaps to like the woods.
Did you hear that?
Well, I was gonna run out on stage and look at them. What are you doing? Those are not yours to be mucking about with. Leave them where you found them.
The fuck are you?
Silence, Piglet! You have squealed enough.
Squares up. Hold on to thy seat, this trail has more bumps to come!
Law and Giselle. You're fed 2 new lines. Law, did you speak? I thought 'twas the braying of an ass.
Did you speak?
I was about to say, kind of.
Thought
These-
was
these
the
are two.
braying of an ass.
Giselle, that is a goatish look you have on your face.
That is a goldish look you have upon your face.
Do you just want to do this scene for?
No, keep going.
Sereia stumbles back dramatically from the altercation, bottle in hand, takes another large pretend swig,
And says, "Is that a hoot or a growl? It chills my blood."
On the delivery of that line, I think a spotlight shines to a place upstage. Sereia ever so slightly, or Willoughby comes into view and says, "This sacrificial lamb in front of me. I take no joy in doing what I must do. No merriment, only an ocean of tears. The only thing that fills my belly is not wine, not a feast, but regret. Regretful pangs marinated with betrayal, deception, and spiced with a dash of shame. Not even Otyugs would dine on this." And he raises a sword.
Okay, 4 of you have new lines now.
As
Give me lines I
soon-
can immediately say.
As soon as Willoughby raises the
Just draw them
sword,
randomly.
I know.
as soon as Willoughby
lovely.
raises the sword, a hand grabs Willoughby's wrist. Then don't soil your hands. Let me do it. Let me be the knife to kill the sacrificial lambs. Let me be the wolf in the forest that slays the fawn in the field. Let me be the one to make the blood flow upon the land so the sacrifice can be done.
Willoughby turns his wrist so that the head faces and says nothing.
Your
He
sight.
simply lowers his hand.
He takes the sword in his hand and he takes a knee in front of Willoughby I shall sacrifice them all. The bones shall once again fall into the earth and lay upon the island, and I shall not rest till the deed is done.
Ooh. Everybody gets a new line. Sereia, hush, my sweet dumpling. That's your line. I'm not saying that to you.
But will you?
Would you?
Yes, nicely.
Yeah.
Law, see, I blush red as a radish. Damian, what manner of ghoul is this I see before me? Giselle, who goes there on this woebegone rain-lashed night? Willoughby, we danced too long. Now all the music is gone. As this scene comes to a close, and we open once more on what may be the climax of the story. And a hush falls over the crowd.
I mean, obviously, we have to have a big, like, of, like, thunder and lightning.
Big thunderclap. The lights flash to mimic a lightning strike.
I think from off stage, you hear scream and a thud of a body, and like the red light flashes over there for a brief second.
Sereia comes stumbling out, clutching her stomach
No!
like she's been stabbed.
No!
She stumbles to her knees and looks at Giselle and says,
Hush, my sweet dumpling. See you in another life, brother.
and then falls dramatically, bottle rolling away from her hands.
There's a gasp and then some applause. I'm listening.
could I have done
Continue.
All right, it's hailing here now.
Oh, no.
This hail lashed stream.
It's full on hailing outside.
Oh, Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no, no. Hell no. Hell no.
Oh,
hell
no, yeah.
luckily we have a garage.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. As the sounds of rain and hail come from off stage.
Giselle picks up and holds Sereia's dead body. How have we come to this? What horrible, misbegotten deeds have brought us to this place?
It was my own deeds that have gotten us here.
Who goes there on this woe-begone rain-dashed night?
And Damian walks in from off stage, the sword in hand, stained in blood, which is like paint all over. It was my hand that did it. We were the ones. We're here. For my own actions and my own cowardness brought us here. And now, I have caused even more deeds. All of those deeds I've done, hoping I can wash away the terrible things I've done in the past. He looks down at the sword and like he sees his reflection in it. What manner of ghoul is this I see in front of me?
Worry
This is not the man I know.
Worry not. I will be your confessor. Jumps up, grabs a dagger. Ah!
Some gasps from the audience. Giselle, your new line is, I feel I have inherited much from this meeting. It's great.
Giselle's just getting the
Good.
fed lines perfectly.
Which is good. As Damian's character falls dead and stabbed to the stage, much to the gasps and delight of the darklings in the audience.
I feel like I have.
I feel I have inherited much from this meeting.
Thank you. guess she just sits there panting, having killed Damian. A life for a life. This madness is done. Throws the dagger dramatically on the ground.
I think as at that throw, Willoughby, giving another aside, appears opposite the stage from Giselle. Almost, I think he's waltzing with his head. I think he's waltzing with his head.
Alas, poor York.
And he says, "Play on, dear minstrels. These fools, they seek nothing but to make merry. Play on, you whelps. The wine slowly ceases flowing as blood takes its place. Play on! Play on! The music punctuates each slash, each scream, each mark of betrayal. The clattering of steel to the floor. It seems..." And he just sort of like slowly stops as he looks around with his little disembodied head. "Nought but the rain keeps time now. We danced too long. Now all the music is gone."
Some applause from the audience as you're fed another line. "Knaves, footpads, and liars. I am in good company." As the scene goes dark, and then the lights come back up slowly for the finale.
Law is dragging the bodies of all the bloody dead people on into the middle of the stage, into a big ruined pentagram thing that's been set up in the center, and then sits just. Who's dead again? Is it Damian?
Damian and Sereia are both dead.
Okay.
Technically Willoughby, but
Wow.
still
Yeah,
kicking.
technically me as well.
Just sits right on top of Damian.
Freshly dead.
Blood covering them. They smear it on their face. They pull out their guitar and begin to play.
Wait, did you say guitar or keytar? Because I'm hoping it's a keytar now.
It is.
I'm
now.
sorry, I misspoke. Keytar, yes, definitely.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Willoughby silently sits in a nearby throne, I think, in front of this pentagram.
Looks back at Willoughby and says, and gestures their blood-covered faces. "See, I blush red as a radish."
So you're fed a new line. Law, stage right, whispers to you, "But I am your son."
"But I am your son, and I will ensure that you are brought back to life once again, my dark father."
Your next new line. "An unnecessary footnote you are."
"Then let us be on with it, dear son."
Really took a turn.
Let's take a turn.
A whole turn.
I'd like to
I
think
think-
that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I had a good one for this. I think
Yeah,
Giselle
yeah.
dramatically enters from the shadows, having overheard this interaction. "I feel I have inherited much from this meeting."
Looks to Giselle. "An unnecessary footnote you are," and brings up the guitar in a defensive stance.
Giselle, your new line is "Tell me what I must do." Law, yours is "I think I'll hide in the chimney."
There's no way. Okay. I got it.
I think at this point, just the tech, the lighting designer gets to go nuts here. I think
Yes.
there's a dramatic fight.
Mhm.
Every
Dramatic fight
clash
scene.
of keytar.
Keytar to knife.
Keytar.
Yeah, there's red and blue lights, and there rain sticks off to the side, and the sounds of thunder and hail hitting the beach, and this dramatic sort of like musical stings every time the keytar impacts something. Who wins the fight?
I think Giselle has to. It's
Yeah,
gotta
Giselle
be
has
the
to
final
win.
showdown.
Yeah. So like last flash of light, Lost staggers backwards with a knife, dagger. I don't know what Giselle was.
Dagger,
was
sure.
fighting.
Yeah.
A dagger.
She found one of those retractable ones back
Yeah,
in,
just
you know,
holding
yeah.
it.
And starts crawling towards the throne that Willoughby is sitting on, and which I'm trying to think of how to make this line work. Just crawls towards Willoughby, like grabs at the cape of their their foot and says, "Father, I am slain. I cannot go on. I will make my way back to our home. I will hide in the chimney." Find me there when the ritual is complete. Starts crawling, takes a moment, writes something in blood on the ground. It says, "Not Penny's boat," and starts crawling away.
Giselle and Willoughby, you are left on the stage for the finale. How does it end?
Nothing is inevitable, you knave.
Knaves, footpads, and liars. I am in good company.
Willoughby stage fright whispers to you, "This is no night for joy."
I think Willoughby rises from the throne, looks upon his fallen son in a stage whisper to the audience. Another serpent winds its way around my heart. And then he approaches Giselle, draws a blade. This is no night for joy.
I will end you and this horrible cycle of pain and tears.
I think
Tell
you'll
me how.
find.
Tell me what I must do!
2 more.
You will find that though you dry the tears on this island, the ocean is filled with them.
Willoughby?
Hmm.
It seems I am betrayed. Giselle? On the contrary, I acknowledge all your faults.
I think Willoughby and Giselle should initiate a final combat.
Epic battle.
And I think they make their way. It's the fight takes them around the entire pentagram, and Willoughby losing his footing as his foot catches his son's corpse. Drops his head and his sword. The head rolls toward the center of the stage and lands looking at the son's corpse. It says, "It seems I am betrayed."
No, you will get no such welcome. Do you think that your power would save you? Do you think that it would let us overlook the pain and the torture that you have engendered here? No. I will not see past it. On the contrary, I acknowledge all your faults. And she picks up the fake dagger and stabs it through the head.
Willoughby, your final line would have been, "From this wound I shall not recover. You have slain me."
From this wound I shall not recover. You have slain me.
Giselle, you get one more. It seems we are in a bit of a pickle.
I mean, that's pretty fair. I think just looks around at all the dead bodies. Opens her bag. She'll press to digitate just like little moths flying out of it because she has no food or water or anything on this island. Well, it seems we're in a little bit of a pickle. And just lays down dramatically. Here I shall remain. My bones shall join the rest. And my tears shall join the ocean.
And the lights go down on the end of an island of death in an ocean of tears. Uproarious applause from
What? I
audience.
completely disassociated. What the fuck just happened?
What happened there?
As the lights
What
come
was
up
that?
on all of you, and there is a musical swell as you are expected to take a final bow.
We do the straight up traditional Broadway bow where we all do a bow, and then when Giselle comes out, Damian pulls out a bouquet of flowers, gives it to Giselle, and like so when they bow, they do all the front bow and everything.
You guys did all of these.
Wow.
Holy shit.
We did it.
Each one of those is a success.
I don't remember writing half of what I have written in front of me.
So good.
That I
Incredible.
totally
Incredible.
disassociated from everything we were doing.
I just became a theater kid again.
Yep,
So
I
good.
did. I really
good.
did. Oh
I
my
won't lie.
gosh.
I mixed in lost quotes with the lines that we were given.
Yep.
Just so everybody knows.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I just-
no, I
Yeah.
picked up
You
on
did.
it.
I made
Yep.
everything
Yeah, you
up.
did.
Yep.
You made me so happy. Thank you.
Oh my
The
gosh.
play, a rousing success. You guys knocked it out of the park, as I knew. I didn't really think failure was an option. You take your final bow, and stage fright joins you, knocks the staff twice on the ground, and a hush falls over the audience again, and he looks up to the figure in the balcony. And there's a long moment of silence. And then you see the figure nod, stand, and walk to some doors at the back of the balcony and exit the theater. Stage fright looks at all of you, so whoever's closest to him sort of claps them on the shoulder. Now that is the most fun we've had in quite a while here. Well done, well done. All no immediate imprisonment and execution. If you'll follow me to the performers' quarters, I believe the Dame of Unhappy Endings will grant you an audience. Follow me.
So you guys, you think we're gonna get a call back?
I feel like that was the audition of a lifetime.
I really think we could make a career out of this whole spaghetti after dark.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah,
I mean,
fall fails, so we get tired of adventuring.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just fall back as being a nice little improv troupe.
I have to say, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
He leads you through the amphitheater, and as you go by, like the darklings are very polite. Like they'll give you another little applause as you leave the theater. He leads you up that same flight of stairs, down the hallway, sort of through prop storage and everything, and into a dressing room, through which there is another door that he points out towards the performers' quarters. As you enter the dressing room, still costumed and carrying props and covered in fake blood, You get a little bit of a look around. Resting against the walls of this circular room are 3 dressing tables, each one with a mirror atop it. The mirrors bordered with tiny balls of like bright golden light, like dressing room mirrors. An ornate, high-backed chair on clawed feet sits before each table. Slumped in one of the chairs is a bugbear, dressed as a green dragon from the neck down. On the floor nearby are the fake dragon head and tail that complete the costume. Bugbear looks even more unusual as you approach him because he casts no shadow. And stage fright continues on through the dressing room, opening the door to the performers' quarters. Says, "You're welcome to stay in this area. I will fetch you when Our Lady is ready. So feel free, freshen up, change all of that good stuff, and I'll see you soon, Spaghetti After Dark."
Thank you.
And he shows you into the quarters as well, which is that rectangular room sort of off of the circular one.
To change the name of the show to the Queer Chronicles of Spaghetti After Dark.
You guys finally have a name. The performers' quarters, real quick, I'll give you the description. The walls of this gloomy chamber are lined with black-veiled compartments. Each contains a makeshift bed. The furniture is very sparse, a few wooden tables and chairs, a box of junk in one corner, and some flickering lanterns resting here or there. And there are 5 performers in this room as you enter, 2 of them pacing around nervously, muttering to themselves, the others openly weeping. And you have the run of these 2 rooms.
Man, I could really go for some Italian right now.
So, did anyone else see that bugbear back there?
Yep.
I
He
mean,
didn't have a shadow.
yeah.
Oh, Break a Leg told us about that. It's the Shadowless. Apparently, Endolin snips your shadow as a punishment.
I wonder what she does with them.
I don't know if I want to know.
Yeah. You don't think that bugbear was,
Burly.
bugbear? Yeah.
I mean, well, he looked a lot like Burly, right? The one we met.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Okay. So what should we? Now we're here. What do we do next?
I mean,
Nope.
do we want to try something with this moon prophecy thing, or is this our new in? Like, I know we really exploited the last 2 hags' weaknesses, but
Wait a minute. There was like a janky smiling. Was it a moon or was it a sun?
It was a
in
moon.
The props closet.
'Twas a moon.
Guys. Oh, you guys.
oh,
I can sneak down to the props closet really quick and grab that big moon.
Could use that. Also,
interesting.
we could also just use the fact that, this lady really loves prophecies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's really dramatic though. I think I want to sneak down and grab the moon.
I like it.
We
I'll be right
could
back.
we could whip up a lie and fake a prophecy.
If only there was a way to prophesize, hey, the 3 of you leave this place and stop tormenting people. That'd be pretty cool.
Can we
I
fake
feel
a
like kind of a
prophecy?
cop out. What's that?
Can we fake a prophecy? And how does
Yeah,
she? Do we know how she's getting these prophecies? Do we know how she's
I
seeing
think
these things?
that's the important bit that we need, because I
That's
mean,
like
anyone can
fake it.
fake a prophecy. Like, we can go ahead and say, "Hey, we heard this thing," but that's like, unless we show our sources, it's not really going to matter.
Mhm.
Need a bibliography.
We do, yeah. Prophecies are a lot like academic papers. If you don't have the right sources, it's kind of just a bunch of bullshit. I think we snoop around and see where she's getting her prophecies from.
Yeah, I think that's a good move.
One of the other performers that's in this room,
There are other people here.
Oh yeah, the openly weeping people. Shit.
a
Are
tiefling
you okay?
with sort of light purple skin, sort of like ram's horns that curl in, who has been is sort of pacing back and forth, holding like a prop skull, has stopped and kind of looks warily at all of you.
Hello, fellow tiefling.
You all should get out of here.
Are you running lines?
Well, yes, but you should take the favor you've gained, use it to whatever advantage you can, and then leave.
Why do you say that?
Because it's only a matter of time before the bitter end snares you in her traps.
What, like she gets bored of us?
She does so very easily. If you have the chance to go, you should go.
What? This, I can't think of a polite way to ask this, but why are you so sad?
It's a long story. We've been here a very long time. And I don't get the impression she's ever going to let us go.
Well, what if we could free you by eliminating her?
Now there's a story for the ages.
Well, we've kicked the ass of her two sisters, so one of them twice.
Yes. Well, I suppose I can't stop you. I really think you should go.
Did someone also take your heart?
No.
Well,
What's your name?
Elegy. She sort of gestures over to the human that has also been sort of like muttering lines to themselves. That's Klee. We're next up. The others have pretty much given up.
So you're next up to perform, and if you don't do well, she's going to kill you.
She might. She might imprison us. She might turn us into puppets. She might take our shadows, or who knows? All I know is last time we looked in the mirrors, it wasn't looking good for us.
The mirrors.
Mirrors?
The mirrors in the dressing room, they're magic, they're enchanted. They show you as Enderlin sees you. They show you whether or not you're in her favor. That's why Hurley hasn't moved from that chair in hours.
Damian is gonna go over to one of the dressing room mirrors and look in it.
Yeah, you see your reflection.
Oh.
Hmm.
And we see Hurley's reflection from where we are.
Yeah, you can sort of walk over so you're behind Hurley, who again is just kind of sadly staring into the mirror. Sereia, you see your reflection and you look like yourself. Hurley's reflection, as opposed to, he looks normal, if depressed. But his reflection is like sickly and haggard, cheeks sunken in, sort of fur starting to thin and fall out a little bit, big circles under his eyes.
Okay. Okay, well, what would you say if we said we're going to try to bop her in the schnoz?
I'd say you're insane. And that you should
Then go
leave
for it.
while you can.
You wouldn't be the first person to say that to us.
How long until you perform?
Oh, probably an hour or so.
So she's gonna be back here in an hour to watch.
Yes.
I say that we go snoop around, see what we can find, and catch her before their performance.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, we're supposed to meet with her anyway, so.
Okay. Well, you gotta find, whatever her sources for her prophecies are, too. That's what we should be keeping an eye out for.
Do you know anything about that, Elegy?
Bits and pieces. I know she's got some machine or contraption or something. It's powered by the lightning. I don't know how it works.
Do you know where the machine is at?
Somewhere within Motherhorn. We don't really get to see much.
Well, thank you. We will try to end this before you have to perform, and she can hurt you.
And I wish you luck. Truly. She nods and goes back to muttering her lines to the skull she's holding.
Hey. Well, we got probably something to look out for.
What's the plan?
I threw up my cowl and was going to sneak back down to grab the moon prop.
Yes. Make me a stealth check with advantage.
I will take that 16 instead of a 5.
Never
So-
dropped past without a trace either. That's
true.
good for an hour.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's probably still there.
Okay. So that's a 39
Dang.
with trace.
The moon is bigger than you are, so I don't know how you do this, but covering as much of it as you can with the cloak. Wait for your opportunity. And sneak the moon prop back upstairs, and Giselle comes back with a large moon with a weird smiling face.
You know what? It is creepy looking, but I'm here for it.
Oh, do we want to split up, snoop around, see what we find?
Yep.
I don't like the idea of splitting up to snoop around this place, considering we're not really welcome here.
But also at the same time, we're kind of her VIP.
Yeah, but for how long and how far does that goodwill extend?
I
would
think for the
say
next hour.
I say sticking together as VIPs, we're more likely to be able to brush it off, like, oh, we were coming to look for you, or whatever, if we get caught.
That's true.
All
All
right.
right, let's go look for this machine.
All right. As you get ready to try to navigate Motherhorn and find whatever contraption it is that Endelyn is getting her prophecies from, that is where we're going to have to end for the day. So thanks, everybody, for joining us for something I've been looking forward to for months.
So much fun.
I hope
What
you guys
is-
had a good time. I know I did.
Epic.
Amazing.
Let's
That was a lot of
let's
fun.
do stars and wishes.
Crushed it.
Let's do stars and wishes.
I mean, I can go first. Star to fucking Rob for, I mean, come on. Come on. Those lines, that dialogue, incredible. Fucking incredible. So good. Like, that could have been Willoughby's one-man show. Like, that was, mwah, just delicious. Loved it. Incredible.
All I wanted to do during that entire thing was just push Willoughby's story forward.
Mm-hmm. So good.
Thank you.
Ugh. My wish. I really hope we do get to fuck with these, like, the prophecy end of things. I don't care how we do it at this point. Like, I think it'll be really fun.
It's there for you to try to find.
Yeah, so I'm easy. That's it.
I can go.
Oh,
I'll go. Ha! I had stole it. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha!
knave, footpad, liar.
Hush, this is my sweet dumpling. Yep, that was a line. My star is gonna go to Damian / Wally for turning themselves into the villain. It's just like, yeah, I'll sacrifice these people. Fuck it. I liked that turn in the tragedy. I really appreciated it. You just like went with the lines. Yeah, you just like went with the lines, and it turned. Yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. It was fun, and for giving me an epic death opportunity to dramatically fall on stage. That was really funny, and I liked it a lot. And bonus star to Giselle / Sid for the epic fight scenes. All of the epic fight scenes. That was just the whole thing. I really liked it. That was fun. And my wish.
Oh, yes.
My wish. Well, I want to know where, like, these prophecies, but specifically, I want to know how we can use that to our advantage. Like, I want to figure out, like, not just where they're coming from, how she's getting them, but I want to, like, find a way to use that to maybe not have to. I mean, like, I think we're gearing up for an epic 3-hag fight, and that's fine. But it would be fun if we could get inside her head a little bit, throw her off her game by using the prophecies to our advantage.
Okay. The threads are there.
Just gotta pull them.
I'll go next. I'm gonna give my star to Sid for jumping in and kicking that party off because somebody had to do it, and it wasn't gonna be me. And that's a really hard thing to do. So thank you for starting that. And my wish is going to be. I don't know. It's not like it's hard because I know all this stuff's gonna happen, but I guess the wish is I want to find out where what they're doing with all this lightning shit. I'm still so curious about that since we got here. I want to know if they're building a Gundam, and I can set my army of Gundams against them. That's my goal. That's my wish.
Okay. We can do that.
I'll go. My star goes to Sid for final girl Giselle. I said it was just Giselle was the final girl. That just tickled me so much, and I loved it. It was such a Giselle role to be the final girl in like in a slasher movie. So hey, it was perfect. My wish. What is gonna be? I think it's kind of a selfish wish, but it's like a selfish wish for everyone. I want to use this prophecy machine on us and get prophecies of about our characters. That's what I want. I want to get some prophecies about our
You don't got enough prophecies on Monday? For real.
I only got one prophecy on Monday. I want two. I need to collect prophecies like Thanos collecting the Infinity Stones. So I want.
I want a whole minute. I was like Monday prophecies. Which it's like I fucking wrote them. Oh, okay.
You did that.
I did that, and I forgot about it.
But yeah, I want to get some prophecies for our characters. That's what I want to use this prophecy machine for, if we find it. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, me going now. My star goes to Law and Damian, because I literally was just like, oh, I'm gonna be a spooky ghost on this island. Like, I'm just gonna, maybe he's the chorus, maybe he's the narrator, maybe he's the something. But like, I was like, I don't know. I exist outside the story, I guess. Like, I don't really know what to do with this yet. And then Law was the first one that came out and was like, yo, here's your character direction. I was like, oh, thank you. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. And special shout out to Law, because I enjoyed the acting of like first scene having no idea what you were doing and being super nervous, and then by the end of it, like fully immersing in the role. Like, I really liked that progression of Law being a theater kid.
Yeah, because that like does not like the kind of stuff. I was like definitely warmed up to it by the end. It was crawling around on the stage and smearing blood on their face. Yeah,
it was awesome. And then my wish is like, I also kind of selfishly want to know about character prophecies. That was also going to be what I was going to say, but also I need to meet this hag. I need to know what they're like. I'm so excited about like theater mom hag lady. Like, I gotta know. Stage mom.
God, she's a stage mom.
She's got to be a stage mom, right?
Oh no.
I'm just thinking of Debbie Allen from Fame, and I'm really hoping that.
Oh, my brain went to toddlers and tiaras.
Oh.
Pageant mom,
We'll
not
see.
theater mom.
Here comes Willie Boo Boo.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Scatty and butter.
Willoughby's Go-Go Juice is his friends.
Well, on that note, thanks everybody for hanging out with us today. All our social media is there in the chat. I caught the yawns. I can't stop.
I was not expecting toddler and tiara.
So
I don't know how
sorry.
we got here, but
I'm
I'm happy
so
about
sorry. I'm sorry.
always
my
end up
brain
somewhere.
went-
Really
Go-Go
slayed
juice
me.
in like 12 years.
That came from a like locked memory in my head
Yeah,
that
that-
that's what she called it. Like, I never watched Toddlers and Tiaras or their show, but like somehow Go-Go Juice was floating around in
there.
my like
It's in there.
archives.
It's just there.
Cultural osmosis.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Come hang out in our Discord and all that good stuff. We got another stream later today. Once some of us have composed ourselves a little bit. Join us at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for a new episode of Hearts of Stone. It's our new Blades in the Dark campaign. Val's running it. We're doing crimes. I'll be there. Sid will be there, as well as Wings and RJ. So come hang out with us, and then throughout the week when we do more tabletop streams and maybe some video games along the way. That is all I have. Anybody want to plug or promote anything before we go away? for the morning. All right. Well, we will see you next time to explore Motherhorn and see what's really going on in this castle. But until then, good game and take a bow, Internet.